Listen, Ferguson. My lighting has changed because a storm has rolled in. Here's my number. I thought I had 48, but I have seen Kent State, and I have seen UMass. So I actually have 50. I'm at 50. The big 5-0. How did you get to 74? Explain yourself.
So I have the great pleasure of having grown up in South Alabama.
Oh, Troy stuff.
One of my best friends growing up, his grandfather was a booster at Troy, and so they had season tickets. So I went to a ton of Troy games. So a lot of Sun Belt, Conference USA adjacent, some American team. There's a lot of Group of 5 teams that I have seen because they rolled through Troy at one point or another.
Yeah. Okay. Because there's obviously some Auburn here. I sent you my list. You don't have to look at it, but whatever. I sent you. There's obviously some Auburn because there's Baylor. I haven't seen Baylor. You saw Maryland probably. I didn't go to that game. I don't think. Yeah, but I was like, how did he get to so many? But that explains it. The Troy, because at Texas, in Texas, like I saw Texas Tech, TCU, UTEP, but that's about it. Texas. I didn't go to all the little games.
Yeah, it's like you've never seen Troy live,
no,
but I have.
Yeah,
obviously many of times. I'm just going through your list that you sent and trying to find like I've seen them play. I've seen Memphis play because of a Troy game. Middle Tennessee.
Well, it was the Auburn-Memphis bowl game too, and if you remember, I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go to that one as an observer, and I missed that flight. Remember that?
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah,
you were planning on going just as a civilian.
Yeah, Jake E was supposed to pick me up, and I missed the flight, so he just had to pick me up after the game instead of before. Like he still went to the game and then picked me up after instead because I didn't miss my flight. The flight didn't take off, and they changed me to later.
There's a.
I didn't get through TSA. Again. Is what happened. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking through your list. Auburn played Wisconsin in a bowl game while you were in Texas.
Missed that. Yeah, Nebraska's another one.
I think here's a fun one that you have seen, and I think by far the biggest team I have not seen in person. Now, I'm going to see, hopefully, Notre Dame next year when they play Auburn, but you have seen the University of Texas. I have never seen Texas play in a football game before.
I've been at DKR. I think Texas is the only SEC team Jordan hasn't seen either, but I guess I've seen them all. They weren't SEC at the time. But yeah, I saw Tech at Texas, and whichever one that Kingsbury actually won at Tech, I can't believe he did it twice. The one he won at Texas was the one I was at. Not impressed with that environment. I can't lie. It was like a minor. It's like a minor league baseball game. Like it felt like I was at a Biscuits game. Like every time out, instead of just letting the band play, it's like we've got free cookies to everyone who stands up and yells. And you're like, bro, can the band just play a song? Whatever.
Yeah. Also go through your list. The most precise example of thank you, Troy, for racking my number up is you have on your list. Florida Atlantic and Florida International.
Yeah.
Dude, I probably saw Troy play them 4 or 5 times each. I remember going to a Troy FAU game right when FAU became D1 and had a football team. I remember Howard Schellenberger was still coaching then at FAU, which was cool. And Troy beat the tar out of them, and it was very much this is a team that's brand new to playing football, and this is what it looks like when you have at that time. That was when Troy was winning the Sun Belt every year. So, yeah, this is a fun little group.
Yeah. What did anything surprise you, or what was the most random, or oh yeah? Because I mean, to me, I told Jordan this to the listener. I'm repeating myself, but I watched SMU and Pitt. Me and Jakey again went to a Birmingham Bowl between SMU and Pitt. And Eric Dickerson signed our ticket stub. We also,
cool.
I know. I wish I could list everybody, but we also saw Alabama State and Arkansas Pine Bluff on a Thursday at Crampton Bowl. Because we shout out to Wetumpka High School. 2 of our classmates not just went to our school. Our classmates played for ASU, and then another one played at Pine Bluff, and Pine Bluff's playing at ASU at Crampton Bowl, and it was on Thursday, so it didn't interfere with our Saturday plans. So we're like, we have to go, and we did. It was great.
I'm trying to think of if there's one that like really stands out to me. Is like, okay, I probably didn't need to be like it's kind of weird that I was at that game. Um, and I'm trying to remember there was a game like there was a game that Jacksonville State played before they were D1 or before they were FBS, and it's like another team that's currently in FBS. Like it's like one of the other teams that have moved up with them recently. And I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but I did go to that game, and that was like, oh, Jacksonville State because Auburn's played them. I was like, you would think, but like it was like the other side was really interesting. I also I have randomly, and I believe it was Troy. Pretty sure it was Troy. Um, I have seen Auburn, or I've seen Troy play. I think it was Bowling Green.
Okay.
Where I was like, oh, Auburn's never played Bowling Green,
Yeah.
but like I distinctly remember the bright orange helmets and all that. That's one where it's like sometimes you got to find those. But yeah, I start looking like, I've seen Auburn play, Liberty, and I've seen Troy play Louisiana before because of this. But that was the one is like I have a random Jacksonville State game that got me like one of the other ones on this list. So yeah, look at here. It's just like I think thank God for the Sun Belt because like I cover more ground because of thanks to the Sun Belt. And then the random teams Troy would play throughout. Like I don't know why Troy played Toledo one time when I was a kid, but they did, and so I've seen I've seen Toledo play football.
That's incredible.
But it's a very fun game to play. I do want to know. How about this one for you? This is not part of the game, but I did want to make it very. I think this is very torchy here.
Yeah.
If I can. Is there a team on here? Is there a D1 university or an FBS school on here that you have not seen play football, but you have seen in another sport you were covering? Much like whether it's gymnastics or like any like, is there a torch sport where it's like, oh, I've seen this team because of covering the Olympic sports?
My mind goes straight to gymnastics. Iowa State. That would be one I have not seen. I think that's the only time I have seen Iowa State, who I have a soft spot in my heart for because of our online dynasty. But I think I think that's the only time I've seen them in any sport. For women's basketballs, there's a few. Like there's like I think I saw them play Old Dominion in like a WNIT. I think I've seen a few like that. But yeah, I think Iowa State, just because, again, just for no reason besides the video game, seeing Iowa State gymnastics was one that was like, okay, I've seen Iowa State do something.
And I will say this for the lore drop for all the Torch subscribers who want to get to know their fearless leader a little bit more. It is very funny to me, but also very fitting that you've never seen Virginia Tech play. If you know anything about it, I have never seen a more one-sided beef in my life than Justin Lee versus Virginia Tech athletics.
They just can't do anything right, man. They can't do anything right. They can't do. I wouldn't trust them to throw me into the ocean on the beach. I haven't seen Boise in anything. I don't know. I guess top of my list, I told Jordan I want to see Hawaii. I don't know why. I'd love to see them compete in something. North Texas would be kind of cool. I mean, besides, like the big ones, Ohio State, Notre Dame, who cares? I want the the interesting ones. But yeah, and then like a lot of missed opportunities like Baylor, Virginia, like there's a lot of local a lot of games that I didn't go to or could have, or like bowl games too.
I will say I have been to San Diego State's football stadium.
Hey.
I've never seen San Diego State play in it.
Yeah,
that's a fun one. I would love all. I've told the thing before on like it's been a long running thing on our mailbags and stuff like that when people are like, hey, who would you want Auburn to schedule in the future? And I think Auburn's probably too big for it now just because of the gulf that is building between the haves and the have-nots of college football. But like, I did like the idea of having these 2-for-1 agreements where you you take a group of 5 school in a good environment like a big city that you would want to actually visit and say, hey, you play 2 home games, we'll do a 2-for-1 deal with you. And like San Diego State's like one of the tops of my list. I think that would be a whole lot of fun.
That'd be cool
to kind of see.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm trying to think of. Go ahead.
How about this? I just noticed this as we were kind of going through this list. I feel like it's crazy that Auburn has never played Arizona State. I think they played Arizona like a long time ago in football.
Yeah.
But like those are the two Arizona. Like that's a fun like
Arizona
blind
State
spot
would be
that
good.
I've always wanted to hit. That would be a lot of fun.
Arizona State's one of those, like I was talking about Michigan State, who are like spiritual kind of spiritual brethren of kindred of Auburn, like Virginia Tech.
We did
the not the state's name schools.
Yeah, we did this one time where we were coming up with, it's like Clemson's Auburn with a lake, and it's like
right.
Yeah, and we got into the weeds one time. We were like, Oklahoma State is Auburn with an oil reserve. We had so many fun ones. There's some good ones you can do. Yeah, but Michigan State's always one. Penn State's obviously they are the state school in that university, but like they have kind of Auburn vibes.
Yeah,
especially when you compare them to like Michigan and Ohio State up there.
Right. Right.
Very cool. Very cool.
Man.
Very, very cool.
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
This is a fun game, and like now I'm gonna say someone needs to roll this out for D1 basketball, and I want to see how many I've done because I've seen some grenades.
Yeah,
D1
you'd be up there
in my day.
The other one for me, otherwise in football, I've got Alabama State, Pine Bluff. I mean, well, there's a lot of FCS teams that Auburn played, right? Like Sanford and all that. But beyond that, non-Auburn, I've seen Tuskegee. I've seen them play Miles College. I have seen them play, I think it was that weird Kentucky team that's in that conference, SIAC. It's like Eastern Kentucky or something like that. But yeah, like there's
Kentucky
so many.
State.
Yeah, probably them. They have like
the
a horse.
thoroughbreds.
Yeah, they have a horse.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Like there's other ones. There's other ones that you could. But yeah, I don't know. Who's number one? Who do you want? Mine was, I want to see Marshall, and like not just because of the video game, but like Byron Leftwich. Like I don't know. Like I've just always, when I was little, I just remember Marshall, and Miami. Like U of Miami would be kind of cool as far as the big ones. That'd probably be my power conference wish, and then all the other ones are just like I don't know. I told Jordan Hawaii. I don't know. Is there any number one? I mean Notre Dame obviously is a big one.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
USC,
yeah.
but me and my dad went to the USC game when Auburn got blanked.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, that was one you had that I didn't have. The first one that comes to mind of the ones I haven't seen, like obviously Notre Dame and Texas are the two I mentioned earlier. Ohio State, Michigan, or like the other ones.
Sure.
But I'll go back to it. I would love to see Auburn play a home and home with either BYU or Utah because I think those stadiums are beautiful, and I would love to cover a game there. Like Rice Eccles is a beautiful stadium. So is Lavelle Edwards is a very, very cool looking stadium too. So I would say that I want West Coast stuff. I had said this before. Like I want Utah, BYU, Arizona State. I wish the Washington series would have been a home and home because and the Oregon series or the time Auburn played Oregon as well because I did. I have been to Washington's football stadium and it's really, really cool.
What happened to Washington State? Did Auburn
buy
to
Arizona's football stadium now?
Did Auburn buy out of that Washington State home and home? What happened there? Washington State came to Auburn. Why did that?
Yeah,
maybe they bought their way out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I want more West Coast games. I think like
a realistic one is Kennesaw State. They got to get that one on. That could happen soon. Like make that happen.
Yeah, and they're gonna add South here coming up.
Some of these
North Alabama,
UNA
for the first. That's an FCS team, but
some of these like La Tech, I can't tell you what time I've seen La Tech, but I've seen I know I've seen La Tech.
Yeah,
probably twice. I don't know.
Yeah,
man. I don't know.
And a random just like non West Coast or Western throwaway one that I'd be like, you know what? I think that would be a good time. Just kind of let me scroll and make sure I didn't miss any off the top of my head. I forgot to mention Colorado in that mix as well. I think Colorado would have been a really good time.
Yeah.
There's
Florida
I
State.
want to see Auburn. How about this? And I saw them play in the national title game. How about this? I have never seen with my eyes Auburn play Georgia Tech, and I want to see that happen in football again.
Me neither. Me neither. I thought I might have been as a kid at the one because they lost at the Reggie Ball as a freshman. That was at Georgia Tech, but then the return game, which I think Auburn also lost.
Yes.
But I don't remember being there, so I'm not counting it since I don't remember.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to vividly remember it to count it.
Yeah, I am all in favor of bringing the Tech series back, or just even if it's like
totally.
Like if they sold this, they sold this Baylor game and like
bro.
That's disappointing. But like if they even just had to play Tech in Mercedes-Benz, that would be a lot more. That would be a lot better.
Absolutely.
Than playing a team from Texas and Atlanta.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly.
The fact that everybody has to go east to play that game is kind of funny.
Yeah. What a meeting of the mind.
Ground here.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Tech in Atlanta. If you're gonna do these lame Atlanta games, Tech in Atlanta is one they need to do.
Also, I mentioned him earlier. Shout out Oklahoma State. I feel like Oklahoma State and Auburn would be a party, especially if Oklahoma State can get, or I guess Auburn too, can get going again in football.
Yeah. I think Oregon State would be cool, but that's just me. I don't know. Yeah, man. Hey, look, you win, Ferg. 74. That's a lot, but I had 50. Jordan had like 46. But he kept remembering people, so I think he could pass me if he keeps remembering stuff. Because I didn't remember until between his call and calling you that definitely UMass and definitely Kent State recently, like in the last few years.
Yeah. No, I mean, between Auburn's paycheck games and going to a bunch of Troy games growing up, I got to knock off a bunch of these off my list.
There was there was a Jack State game, not the close one, right? Recently. Am I wrong?
Yes, or they're going to play. They're going to play like next year or 2 years.
Because
is UAB not on this list, by the way?
UAB.
No, UAB's up top. UAB's up top.
When did you see? Did you see UAB? I haven't seen UAB.
I saw Troy play UAB one time.
That's tight.
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to make it a rivalry, but it clearly was not.
Okay, no, Jack State was only 2015, and I was gone, so this is a lie. Where's Jack State? I have not seen Jack State. I'm down to 49. I'm down to 49.
One of my all-time great claim to fames, though, with going to Troy games is the night that Troy beat Missouri on national TV.
Yeah.
I was at that game.
Hey,
so that's like outside of Auburn, outside of working, the coolest football game I've ever been to was the night Troy beat Missouri in Troy.
Oh, I don't know what
that was a 2-for-1.
Yeah, mine would be an overtime Tuskegee game. That would be the closest.
They had a
really close overtime game.
I pulled up the list and I went to Troy UAB. I went to a Troy UAB game in 2009. I looked it up. I was like, I don't think it was 05 because I remember them beating them. But yeah, 2009. Shout out to Movie Gallery Stadium. Bring that back.
That's right, baby. And bring back Movie Gallery while you're at it. Justin Ferguson.
That's where I.
Thank you very much. Hey, here's another one. North Carolina.
I'd be at Movie Gallery right now.
That's right. We'd be there. Be written Transformers. UNC, North Carolina. That would be a good series for Auburn. Do that.
Oh, 100%.
Sign them up.
Yeah. Get Bell out of there. Get all that nonsense out of the way, and then start playing Carolina. I'm 100. I'm down for that.
They feel like spiritual Auburn adjacent school too. I don't know. A little more history.
Technically, NC State would be that one.
Yeah. But I'm feeling like Duke might be Bama and UNC might be Auburn. But you could flip flop those if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But
sure.
Sure. Anyway, they're a part of a huge rivalry. Is one part of it. Anyway. All right, buddy. Thanks, man. Bring back Movie Gallery.
Yeah. Bring back Movie Gallery.
This is our list of demands.
Yeah. Bring back Movie Gallery. Number 2, if you live near a Group of 5 school, go to Group of 5 games. They're a lot of fun. I grew up going to a ton of them.
Yep.
They're a lot of fun, especially when they play on weeknights. Just go out
totally every week. Yeah, and they should play. Like I said, I went to that ASU game because it was on a Thursday.
Thursday night games. College football giving up Thursday night to the NFL is one of the things I hate the most of the last few years.
Yeah.
Just being like, you know what, we're not even doing it. No, Thursday night games are fun.
Bring back Movie Gallery.
That's high school.
Yep, exactly. Bring back Movie Gallery. No more NFL on Thursday night, especially not on NFL Network or some channel no one has. Certainly not on Prime Video or any of this stuff.
Yeah, no.
Nuh-uh. Okay. This is a reasonable list of demands. And until then, and after that, you will...
You have 24 hours.
You will have 24 hours, hostages. And you will see your dog again or whatever it is. All right, Justin Ferguson, let's commit that crime. Let's go. We're going to go do that.
Let's go.
Thanks for joining me.
It's football season.